entry. Let's go. Next. Typhus. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. How is that for an entry? Perfect lighting. Lovely. Lovely resolution. Very nice. Let's get fucking... Let's get all up in there. Let's get all up in there. Typhus. Alright. Theme. This is quite thematical. Necromancer. You've got the pet, you've got the ghoul. Ghoul in there. Like, this is, yeah, actual lich. Yeah, on God, dude. This is the lich from fucking... Oh, stop it. Oh, wow. Dude. Look at that. I'm going to cry. That is insane. This Typhus has pulled it. Not just out the bag. He's put it so far out the bag. He's... I don't know. He's just done well. Fuck off. Look at that. So you've got the Mog there. Very nice lighting. Everything. Mate, this is the front runner. And look at that. It is literally the Lich from Adventure Time. So let's get like a good look at the... Let's get a good look at the Mog. Because this will do for the thing. Right. Theme. All very, very together. Works very well. I think the purple's a bit odd, but I know what you've done to try and offset the fact that these are purple. The green glow of the side of the shoulders and the spikies here go with the eyes and go with the runes really nicely. It also goes with the green of the belt there. So that all ties in really well. We have the robe, which luckily for you, the Son of Clapped Monstrosities. Mate, every single one of those ghouls look better than your one, so don't even talk. The robe from the... This is... where's this from? This is this one. Where is it? It's the set. There it is, yeah. So it's kind of like this one, but it's a different... One of these colours. Yeah. There you go. So you have the chest there. Then you have the helmet there. You don't have the gloves. You actually have different gloves. But... it looks great. Does look really good. The shoulders, obviously being new shoulders, the poly matches. I love the gloves. The gloves are, don't know, but I think I probably maybe would know if I saw them. But I think it all matches really well. Now the only thing is these fucking roses. The purple roses on the thingy just really are strange. They kind of don't really belong too much. But I also love the beard. I think the beard, it just all matches so well. It's such a high IQ Mog. It's such an intelligent Mog, dude. I'm going to go to 10 on that thing. Because the roses, albeit annoying, they kind of go a little bit because the shoulders go. Like, it makes sense. But because this scythe goes so well with the Mog as well, and they make the roses work, 10 on the thing. Chat, 10 on the thing. How could you possibly give you any less than that? 10 on the theme. Colour matching. I'm going to give you a 9, but I would have given you a 10. But it's just the purple just standing out a little bit too much. It just makes it a little bit like weird. And these shoes are quite a light colour. I'm not going to ignore that. The shoes are the only thing that make me go like, oh, really? Does that go? Because I understand you've done the shoes because these are quite like a light silverish. Yeah, colour matching 9, just because the purple's a bit coming out of nowhere. You've had to do it though, and it's worked. Cool pieces. Shoulders are cool. Shoulders are hella cool. I'm going to give you a point. I want to give you a point for the scythe. The colour of the scythe is not great, but it is cool. I'm going to give you a point for the set. I'm going to... What do we think, chat? I'm going to put this in your hands. Should we give him more than 1 point for cool pieces? Is there anything else about the set that's cool other than the shoulders? Because I think the shoulders are cool. I think the hood is pretty cool. I'm gonna think on it because we're gonna go through all the other categories, and there's gonna be many categories where he's gonna get points. Originality 10, That's such an original mod. Like, the shoulder is the current trade post, yeah. That's fair. Yeah. 10 on originality. That is a very original mod. And it's very, I think it's great. I think it's good. Hazardous Mog. I'm going to take a point off for the roses. Mount. Amazing mount. That goes swimmingly. But it's not just a good mount that goes. The colour matches. The colour matches everything else. Apart from the ghoul. I think the ghoul could look better. What ghoul have we got here? This is the blue ghoul. Lets it down. So I'm going to give you a 2 for the mount, because the mount goes, and thematically it goes, colour-wise it goes. Honestly, I think it with a more green side would look better. Yeah, I agree. That's why I'm sticking out with just the 9, the colour matching. Pet. Pet is cool. But the pet's colour doesn't really go. The pet's colour kind of goes with your ghoul, but your ghoul doesn't have the right colour anyway. Yeah, Rochi, so right. Glyph of the Geist, and you would have dubbed. I would have actually given you a cool point for your ghoul. Toy. We don't have a toy. I would have actually given you a ghoul point. But I am going to give you a cool point for your Risen Skulker. Wait, yeah. It's a Skulker. That's cool. You look like you have an army of minions. You look like a proper Necromancer. You look like a real Lich. So, on God. We're currently taking it right now. Very fucking good mod. Vox. Now, it would have been nice if all the screenshots could be like this. I'd be horny, but we have to get what we're given. It's so low poly that it's making my eyes hurt. But theme, I like it. I like the theme. I think some bits work. Now, unfortunately, it is your fault that the image is bad poly. So I'm gonna have to act as if it's this poly. And because it's this way, the boots really don't match. The boots are just too different of a shade. I love the swords. But I don't love the swords in this set. I think these are some of the coolest swords to ever grace the earth. But I think they are too black here to match. Because you don't have any black on your set other than the inside of your skirt. Otherwise, everything's like a light grey. The shoulders, the chest, the belt, the legs. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. But unfortunately, the helmet isn't black enough to offset for the swords. Thematically, this is a great themed set. There's enough fire here and here that's pretty cool, but there's not enough fire. So theme-wise, I'm going to say you have a good theme going on, but I wouldn't say that it's a perfect theme. I'm going to give it an 8. And more fire, maybe. I think the bottom of these look really cool. Maybe if you had a mount or a pet, you could have really swayed me a bit more. Colour matching, again, I think the shoulders, the chest, the legs, they go real nice. The helmet doesn't go enough. The eyes do, but the actual cloth and the grey in the armour doesn't. I can't see the gloves. I can't see any gloves or any braces. And I know, and these boots don't go. So I'm going to give you a 7 in the colour matching. You've done really well with the shoulders and really well with the chest and the legs. But that's it. Everything else doesn't go. The deep red in the eyes up here doesn't go enough. I think they kind of goes with here, but I'm looking for some fire there. I feel like some fire there would do well. But it doesn't go enough. They all look good, but not enough. Cool pieces. I'm going to give you 2 points for the swords because I love both of those swords. That's it though. I don't think I can give you anything else because nothing else is really very cool. Set pieces, you pass. Originality, it's an original set. What do we think? Originality wise, I think it is an original set. It's pretty cool. But I'm not swept away by it. I think how original it is, like a fire lich, it's quite cool. But it's nothing like screaming. I'm gonna give you an 8 for originality. I feel like you tried quite hard. Maybe I might be being too pissy. I'm gonna give you a 9. being too harsh. Hazardous Mog. Yeah, your boots are hazardous. And I can't see your gloves. So I'm going to have to give you a -2. I'm going to presume you don't have anything on your back, which is fine because you've only sent this one screenshot. But mount, pet, nothing. Oh, shit. 0, 0, I'm afraid. So you're sitting at 25. I think if we had some better boots and better gloves, and maybe just a better screenshot, I'd have felt better. The Vox, there you go. Oh shit! I'm a cunt. He did do the mount. I'm a horrible person. Now that actually does make things different. The mount is cool, and it matches really well. So you will definitely get 2 points for that. It looks a lot better in the light here. This mog looks so much better in the light here. I'm going to change your hazardous mog to just 1, and I'll keep it at the boots. But then again, I still can't see the gloves. So I'm going to have to just keep it at, yeah, I'm going to have to do that. But obviously offset by the cool map. Color matching wise, I might give you, no, we're going to leave it. I feel the way I feel. I think you could be on par with, like, maybe I could bump you up color matching 1 more because it's the only thing that... No, I'm not, sir. I can't see your gloves. We're leaving it. Good job, Box. Attila. Damn! That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, Mog. Now, I'm starting to get real annoyed about seeing a very common theme here. Very common theme going on here with these molten sets. Attila. Theme. It's pretty on theme. Dead Black Hand. That is quite, yeah, it is cool. I do think that is pretty cool. We have the gloves, the belt, and the boots from the same set, but that's fine. This 3 was good. I'm going to say that thematically it's pretty decent. I'd say the red from in here is slightly too off shade, but everything else really works. It is pretty good, but the only trouble is the deep red here, only goes with its own set. It's only going with its own sets. The other pieces that you put in, the deep red doesn't really go with, like, the bright red here and the bright red there. So I'm going to get this on theme. It's a very good thematical. I'm going to give it a 10 for theme because it's, I would say, arguably this is a better molten Lich King set than what we've just seen before. I'd say this is cooler. Color matching, I'm going to give you a 9 for color matching because everything does match apart from these dark reds. Doesn't match as much. Cool pieces, I'm going to give you 1 cool piece for the black hand weapon. Sick. Very nice. And you pass for the set. No problem to set that. Oh, I'm going to drop you down 1, sorry. I'm going to give you 8 because this molten bit here only goes with these 3. Nothing else. The belt, I don't think it goes with the belt. So I'm going to drop you down a point for that as well because I feel like you need to have some more molten somewhere. But it only being in the shoulders and the helmet, which are its own set, and then the black hand, don't think is enough to get this colour matching going. So I'm going to drop you down by 1 point now. Originality. This is not your fault, but you are not the first to do a molten set. Now, I'm going to have to put it down to 7 on originality because we've had so many molten sets already. You did see on the chat, you could have scrolled up. Hazardous Mog. I am not going to give you any Hazardous Mog points because I think everything kind of does work. I'm so tempted to give you a Hazardous Mog point for your chest. So tempted, but I'm not going to. Now, Attila, I'm looking to see if maybe you put a mount last minute, but can't see any. I'm also scrolling through and I'm seeing a lot more molten sets. Oh, it's not boding well. Everything does match well though, you are right, Rochi. No mount, no pet, no toy. You leave you with the grand total of 27. But it is a good mog. It's just not original enough. I'm tempted to even drop 1 more. No, leave it. Next.
If you have a complaint, I suggest you submit it through our email system.
Banger. Next. Mad Bogan. So, I like the way that they've set this up. Make it easier for me to see. I like that. What? How it's holding its thing quite interestingly. Very good. So, Mad Bogan. Sure. Mad Bogan. Theme. Now, we've seen something quite similar before. Unfortunately, it means I'm going to mark the originality points down. But I think it's all right. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop, 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 stop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa, whoa, what the fuck? What? Bogan. Is the boots 5? No, boots is not 5. I didn't think so. Boots is from Dragonfly, but we have 4 pieces. We have 4 pieces from the same set, which means we're going to have to disqualify you. Now we will still rate it, but you're disqualified. Damn, he did like you disqualified. Shut the fuck up, Gizmo. Alright? Don't bring that up. Let's go. So, theme-wise, decent theme. The helmet doesn't go. Helmet really doesn't go. The Argus Scythe also doesn't go because they've got this orange bit here. But thematically, is there a theme going on? Can't distinguish the theme very well. I'm going to give you a 7. The theme, I'm actually going to give you a 6. Colour matching. I think the boots match really well, but I can't really say much else does because everything's a set. The Argus Scythe, the helmet, the shoulders, they don't go. So I'm going to give you 5. Colour matching. Because I can't really judge it properly because it's a full set. Cool pieces. I don't really find anything in there cool. The Argus Scythe is cool, but it doesn't match. So it's not cool in my eyes because it doesn't match. I'm so sorry. Set pieces. Disqualified. Now, originality. Not an original set. Got to mark it down instantly because it's not original. We've seen this before. It's literally one of the first sets we had. I'm gonna. Oh, it was Desi that had the cool one. I'm gonna have to give you 7 on originality because I see what you're trying to do, and I like that you've tried, but can't say that you've succeeded. You shot for the stars. You've thrown a rock at the ground. You still missed, but it's fine. It's fine. I love you nonetheless. You're still a good person. Hazardous Mog, your helmet, your shoulders, and the side. Basically, everything that isn't part of the set that you put on has marked you down. I'll give you 1 because Invincible is there. Invincible is cool. So we'll give you 1 point for Invincible. No toy, no pair. I don't know. I can't say that Invincible really goes with this set. It's a very bright set. This is the only part of the colour that I'd say would go with Invincible. But it's pretty on par. I wouldn't say it's on par enough for me to go, yes, and get hard. So I'm going to keep you at 1 point amount, which brings you to a total of 16. We have Wabs. Wow. Check this out. Oh. Now, Wabs has also provided us a mount, which I think is pretty cool. So, theme. Very on theme. This is very cool theme. I like this. It's very, very DK. All the pieces are very thematical with each other. They match quite well. I do think the shoulder is a little bit out of place though, because this is kind of like very spirity oozing, but nothing else really is. I do like the weapons, the Slayer of the Lifeless, very cool. That is kind of saving the shoulder. I do know what you mean, Rochi. I do. I think this shoulder, something's not clicking. Something's not clicking with the shoulder. So I'm going to give you a 9. I also don't like that we don't have a helmet. I love helmets. I need all the pieces, and it makes me feel good. But let me just double check. We have 1, 2 pieces, 1, 2 pieces, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1. Fine. Works. Set pieces. You pass. Good job. Cool pieces. I like Slayer the Lifeless. I think Slayer the Lifeless is cool. Sarge, that's literally why I said that. I think Slayer of the Lifeless is good. But there's only one issue with the Slayer of the Lifeless. It's slightly too tingy green. I'm not on crack when I say this. This is slightly too tingy green. Do you know what I mean? Like here, you can see it. You can see it there. It's not quite as a turquoise blue. It's more like my guy's green as opposed to this guy's blue. You know what I mean? The colour matching, I'm going to give you a 9 because everything really does match apart from Slayer of the Lifeless. Hate the male model. Yeah, I wish it was female with nothing on. I take that back. I take that back. Don't get me back. Cool pieces wise. Slayer of the Lifeless is cool, but you see it a lot. And that loses its cool points. So I'm going to give you a 1 for the cool piece rather than 2 for having 2 swords. Just going to give you a 1. Because, yeah, it's alright, but I see a lot of Slayer of the Lifeless. Originality. It's quite an original set. It's not original to me, though. I feel like we see sets like this quite often. It's not a bad set, and obviously it's not worthy of anything less than a 5, but I'd say originality-wise, we have seen a lot of this shoulder recently, didn't we? I like the mount because my plates on my hands matches the plate on the side of the mount, and the tips of my legs transition to blue at the bottom as well at the mount. Let's go back to the mount. Now, we'll talk about the mount in just a moment. Originality-wise, I'm going to give you an 8 on the originality. Because it is good, but I have seen a lot of this shoulder, and we've seen quite a lot of these pieces recently, so... Slayer of the Lifeless, unfortunately, is not very original, so I'm only going to drop you down to an 8, because it is still good. Hazardous Mog-wise, anything that lets your Mog down... I don't think Slayer of the Lifeless lets it down, because it is good. It just doesn't really match colour-wise. I'd say the only thing that would let it down would be maybe the shoulder. But I don't think that's enough to warrant a point, so I'm not going to give you one. I'd say otherwise, everything looks good. If I saw you in-game, I would go, nice. Mount, it goes, and it's cool. Oh, and no helmet. Oh, Dean, good thing you said that, because I was about to let him go. I was about to let him go. But I was showing mercy. But you do have no helmet, and that is kind of cheating. You do want a helmet. So I'm going to give you 0. Yeah, -1 for that. Mount-wise, though, just what you said there is so true. The chunkiness and the plateness of the Morsworn Charger, very cool. The spiritiness of the shoulder really goes with the spiritiness of the Morsworn Charger there. Giving you a 2 for the mount. Great mount, great look, great colour. Pet, no pet. No pet, I don't think, Wabs. No toy. So overall, 29. So next is Rigor Mortis. This is what we got. Now, sadly, with Rigor Mortis, this lighting makes me want to be sick. You wouldn't like the points, you just want your opinion on it. Yeah, Dean, thank you very much. Good man. That's such a name that I do not want to say. But Da, join in the Discord. Yeah, just like Dean said. Cool. Right. So, annoyingly, this is so difficult to see because of the lighting. But, hey, do you have a plan on posting rotation for Season 3? Yes, I will next week. Just want to make sure no changes go through that change the rotation. So, I don't think this shoulder goes with anything you're wearing right now. The gloves are like close, super close, but I can't even tell really very well because the lighting is so bad. Let's have a quick look at Shadow Boy. Nice. That is nice. That is nice. When it doesn't do the flare up, that's nice. I like that a lot. We're on rigor mortis now. Theme wise, it's not the chainy theme is cool, but you've got like the furry hands with your frostwolf hands there, and then you've got the like dark green gem, which nothing else is really dark green, and then you've got like the blue plague shoulders, which there's no. I don't think the thematical connection is there. With the chains, I can't give you I can't really give much of a theme point for that. I will give you. I also don't like it when it transitions to the ice guys, but there's one crown coming in Legion remix. I think that looks similar. Oh fuck yeah, that's sick. Right, who subscribed? Bridges, thank you very much. You massive legend. We're an hour and a half through, and we're not even halfway done. Jesus Christ! Thank you very much, Bridges. 123, you're a beast. Now rigor mortis, I don't think thematically we have much of a theme going on here. We kind of have like a dead frost wolf clan guy, but because none of it really looks like it belongs together, I'm gonna have to give you like a 4 on the theme. I'm afraid. Gonna be harsh. Color matching. I can't even tell with this screenshot. All I can tell is this matches, so I'll give you a 2 for having 2 items that match. Maybe this brown and this hand kind of goes, but these 2 as a brown don't go with this. So I'm gonna have to give you that a 2. The skin goes with some of the armor. That's about it. I don't think there's enough here that really goes together. You kind of have this padding that kind of goes with parts of here, but it's not enough. What did I just do? Yeah, 2 for the colour matching. I think a 2 is fair. You got the eyes in there. This shoulder is so hard to put with stuff. I'm not even joking. I've tried. I can't do it. Cool pieces. Nothing here is cool to me. I think actually it's a lie. I like the shoulder. I think the shoulder is cool and I wish it would go with more, so I'm going to give you 1 for the shoulder. Set pieces. You can go through with the set piece because there's nothing, you're not wearing full set. So that's fair. Originality. It's quite original. But I just don't like it. So originality wise, kind of, I'm not blown away by how original it is because it's not a good mog in my eyes. It's an attempt. We've got there. Also, man's not wearing any trousers. Originality. Based on the fact that I don't think it's great, I'm just going to give it a 5 on the originality because I can't really tell what it is supposed to be as a whole. Hazardous mog. I'm going to take 1 off for the legs. Because you have the chunkiest shoes in the world, full armor, like full plate, and then all of a sudden nothing. So definitely, we're losing some points for that. Losing some points for the weapon because the weapon is like got a green gem that doesn't really go. Chest could have gone if you had some legs. Also, the gloves being 2 different colours on 2 hands, I'm gonna have to take a point off for that. So we've got the legs, we've got the weapon, we've got the gloves, we've got the helmet. Therefore, I'm afraid. So no mount, no pet, no toy. Rigor mortis, we have 9 points for you. Moving on. We have Gizmo. I remember you entered this today. And he's got the Geist. This is a good mog. Yeah, I love that. That's good. What do we think, chat? Soon time to get my Holy Legion Unholy King mog roasted. It is. Right, no, you're not getting roasted because it's actually a good mog. So, oh, what's happening? Let's go back. Hold on. Sorry, something just went wrong with my chat. Change the female. That's what you say. I should add a female category. How much boob? Bra size category. Is it shaved category? How pink is it category? Gizmo, let's get you in there. Theme, very good theme. Very good theme. Very easily like lookable. How lookable? What? Very easily recognizable what the theme is. I do think that the legs and the belt are a little bit too low poly, but it works. It works. I'm gonna give you a 10 at the theme because your fucking ghoul is right in there as well. These feet, such a good pair of feet. You managed to make them work so nicely. They're literally red and they go with the set. How is that good? Before Legion, that's when you made it. You've had the same mog since Legion. That's sick. Well, yeah, in the Apocalypse secret mog. No, that's not secret mog. That is. That's the sword from Trading Post, I think. Yes, very good theme. 10. Color matching. I'm gonna have to give you a 9 because the purple and the tabard doesn't go with anything else. And kind of greeny bluish hue. PvP sword. That's not PvP sword, is it? PvP Legion sword. It might be. Color matching. Gonna give you a 9. Hidden artifact. Ah, yes it is. But yeah, your tabard is not the same color. It kind of goes with the gloves, but not enough. So unfortunately, instead of having a 10, you're having a 9. Cool pieces. I like the sword. I think the sword is cool. Give you a point for the sword. Set pieces. You pass on the set pieces. I don't know. I can't really tell what your chest is, but even if your chest was part of the set, it's 1, 2, 3, so it works. Crown is very nice. Crown is sick. Originality. Super original set. I have not seen anything like this before. Gonna give you a 10 on that. I have not seen anything like this before. Hazardous Mog. I've already taken a point off for the tabard. I would feel bad taking another point off for the tabard. So I'm not going to give you... Yeah, but yeah, I've never seen a set like this in game. I think it's a terrific set. I feel... Just swallowed a hair. I'm actually rethinking this. I'm going to give you a point. I'm going to give you a point for your pet because it's actually your ghoul. I'm going to give you 2 points for the pet because it's your ghoul and you've glyphed it. If you just had the ghoul, I'd understand. Be like, yeah, it's pretty cool. But because you've glyphed it to the Geist really works with this set. I'm going to do that. Now, there's no mount, I don't think. If I'm correct. Let's see if I can see anything. Yeah, no mount. Toy, there's no toy. So there's no point for the toy. Now, that does leave you with 33, which means that you are second place to Typhus right now. And I'm gonna be honest. Fair enough, because Typhus is a fucking good mog, and he's given me all the bits I need. So you were basically rated the same as Typhus, but because of this, I'm now rethinking because like Typhus's mog is unbelievable, and the theme of his mog was so you could easily see what the theme was, and you're just like, oh, that's a lich, that's a fucking good lich. Your theme, everything is on theme and looks good, but it's not like as cool as Typhus's theme, which makes me want to just maybe put the points from 10 down to 9. Because it's all together, all matches. No, I'll leave it. The second place, Gizmo. Second place. Well done. It makes sense that Typhus is winning so far because he has been the most standout mog. But there was problems with Typhus's mog too, which has brought him down, is why he's not super winning. Gizmo, there's only the tabard. The tabard is the only thing wrong with his mog. So, yeah. We'll leave you quite nicely at 33. Moving on. Rochi. Moving on to my man Rochi. Get a load of this. And then get a load of this. And then get a load of this. What do you think of this, chat? Now this is a good mog. Look at that. That's original. Okay. Right, that's enough. It's pissed me off now. Alright. Right, so we have a very steampunk inventor. And the cloaks, look at that. Cloak, it's very cool. Cloak with the pig, with the goat. I like it. Rochi, let's get you in. I'm gonna need a fucking snack break soon. We're going for ages. Yeah, you know what? Oh, we're gonna be here forever. Let's close it. Applications, entries, closed. So anything after entries closed, we're now done. 73 watching the transmog comp. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna be here for fucking ages. I don't care. I don't mind. This is good. I'm recording this. I've got so much to get through. But yes, that is such a good fucking point, Rochi. The class colours. Yeah, I like that. And Sarge is so right. Non-class. I think extra points. It's cool. It is cool. So theme. You can easily tell that there is a theme going here. Man has the fucking axes on his back and then an axe in his hand. And it's red. This is unreal. He's got like a technological pig with the redness there. Now the yellow wings. If you'd have just laid this guy on the ground, I'd have understood. I wouldn't have even thought about the wings. But because he's flying, I've seen the wings and I know that they are yellow. He has literally stolen your pants and he's caught you with his pants down. But I think this is really good. Theme-wise, the theme matches quite well. No helmet. Oh no, there is a helmet. I'm going to give you a 10 on the theme, Rochi. Terrific. Colour matching. What can I say? What can I say? The mount is whimsical. That's such a good... The mount do be whimsical, though. It do be. Right. But, colour matching colour looks good. But, how can I say it doesn't look good when the colour matches the DK? It's a cool shoulder. The red works here, the red works here, the red works here. Not much to fault. The only thing is, we don't have any gloves. We don't really have... It feels cheating of me for me to just say the colour match goes when we're literally working with white, brown, red and black. But what do we think, chat? I'm going to leave it in chat's hands. Boys, you tell me what to rate Rochi now, because I don't think I have the heart. I don't have the heart. He does have gloves. Doesn't look like he's got gloves on. Rochi, have you got gloves on? Looks too alive for a DK. We are missing a lot of the DK theme. But that's okay, because we don't want DK themes. It's fine. We don't want it to be... We want it to be original. But colour matching wise... wait, hold on. It doesn't look so good that I can't... Because I can't see anything wrong with it. I can't move. I'm shocked. Is that why? Because there's nothing wrong with it at all. I can't do it. I'm retired. Nice. Okay. Colour matching wise. Gonna give it a 10. Gonna give it a 10. I have to. Have to. There's nothing wrong with it. What can I say? There's nothing wrong. Even this in the axe matches the bits in the belt. What can I say? Has to be done. Hate me if you hate me. Cool pieces. There's nothing really cool. There's nothing like cool. There's nothing cool with the pieces. The glasses maybe, but realistically, there's nothing like cool. It's just a good set. But for me, there's nothing like cool. The cape, I don't find the cape that cool. The cape's good. It's alright, but I don't think it's cool. You know, it's not like Thunder Fury. So for me, it's a 0. Set pieces, you make it through, no problem. Originality, you have to say that this is a 10. Have you ever seen something like this before? Invented DK. And the chest hairs. This has got to be a 10 for originality. Unbelievable. So out of pocket, so left field. 10. Hazardous Mog. Is there anything that lets him down? He is not wearing any gloves. You need to change this set's pieces to minus. You think so? You think this counts as like a full set? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it? It is from the legs. Oh shit. Oh shit. Here for the Death Knight fun, the points aren't important. But what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? He has wrists but no gloves. if you're giving people the set piece as 2 to 3. No. As in, like, you get a point if you don't have the set piece. So if you have too many set pieces, you're disqualified. If you don't have all the set pieces, you get a point and you make it through. So everybody gets a point unless they get disqualified, essentially. It's like a fake point, but okay. So hazardous mog. Is there anything here in the mog that lets him down? I would say that because there's no gloves, I have to give you a 1 point for that. -1 point for the no gloves. Is he wearing no belt? Is this true? Rochi, are you wearing a belt? No belt. Yeah, you're not wearing a belt. Okay. Gonna have to give you a -2 for that as well. Unfortunately, someone could turn up naked and win. So because of that, you're at -2. Now, mount-wise, I'm going to give you 1 point for the mount. I would have given you 2 points for the mount if you never flew it and I never saw the yellow wings. But because the colour of the wings don't really match, I'm going to take a point off. He does have wrists, that's fine. I don't give a shit about wrists. Useless item slot. Hazardous mog means it's a mog that lets you down, that lets him down. It's a part of the mog that lets him down. If they don't have a piece in there, -1. If the piece in there is shit, it's a -1. A lot don't have wrists and only gloves. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with the wrists. But if you actually don't have the active gloves, then the wrists, I don't care. But if you don't have gloves, I do care. So I'm putting a -2 for that. Mount looks good. But pet, it goes well. The only reason I'm not going to give this 2 points is because why is the pet like the devil pet? I get that it's red, but you have a satanic pet as an inventor DK, as a retired inventor DK type bloke. You have the devil as your pet. Not too sure how this relates. Dean, I'm sorry that you're offended. I couldn't care less. Toy-wise, no toy. Oh, hell, Satan. I'm going to give you 1 point. I'm going to leave it there. Rochi, 31 points. Very good mog. Nice job.